Definitely.
Isn't that nice?
Is it that wild animals?
Sweet Sicily.
Sweet Sicily. Oh,
Very nice.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I use this in cooking.
You can raise it in the garden too.
For those that haven't got any yet, here's some more.
Smells good, tastes good.
Make a meal.
Put that in my salad. Wonderful.
Who hasn't had taste yet? Sweet Sicily. So. Okay. Well.
Being the aromatic family?
You know what? I'm not sure which family's in. Here's some more. Anybody didn't get any back there? You want to pass that back?
Sure.
Yeah, it even smells good on your hands after you're done with it.
Yeah. You can tell by the little white streaks, this is river birch. The leaves are really good for like bee stings and stuff. Just chew them up and put them on.
Oh, I need to put some.
Yeah, it feels good.
You guys might want to stay up there.
Okay. That sure looks like regular comfrey there.
What's that?
It's like comfrey.
This one?
It's got the comfrey type of leaf.
Okay, what's this one? Pass it, smell it and pass it back.
That's a spearmint.
Like a wild spearmint.
Pass his way to the back there.
That's mentha plicata.
Right.
Boy, I'm really reacting today. Not usually. Watch out for the nettle there. Feverfuge. Look at all the
Yarrow.
yarrow down here.
Right here.
Who asked me about comfrey growing in the wild?
It's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why do you think it's there? I planted it. I planted this stuff,
Did you plant it over there too?
Uh-huh.
Myself
Well, it'll spread all over the country before long. 100 years from now,
It's going to be
on all the valleys. Yep.
It's great though. That's what I have on my yard. For you.
You have to give it in big pots.
There it is coming to flower, the yarrow.
Or a big bed.
Yeah, there you go.
That's contained.
Well, I plan to move and take it with
That's
me.
your favorite herb, right? Yarrow?
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're huge plants. Yeah, they're huge plants.
I consume a lot of
And
it.
that's a small one.
Our yard's just full of it. Just everywhere.
Okay, the question was asked to me, do you find comfrey growing in the wild? Only if you plant it, and I planted every plant that's here.
Oh, we saw some down there.
You know,
I planted that.
Yeah.
And I planted them in different places. I planted them by the stream. I planted them, you know, amongst the willow. I planted them out in the middle of the where it was sunny, and you know. And this didn't do well. None of them did well for a while, and then pretty soon it's like they grow up really big, and then they fall over and kill everything else, you know. And
you know, I
start
had
taking
an
space up.
accident with a hedge clipper, and I cut right down. And I ran right and put that on it, and it stopped bleeding, stopped hurting. And in a few days, I took all the comfrey off, and it healed from the inside.
Yeah.
It healed. It's just fabulous.
How many years
Fabulous
is
stuff.
How many years is this plant been here?
These comfrey plants, I think I put them in about 3-4 years ago. Probably 4,
Yeah.
maybe
It's
5.
struggling for 3-4 years, isn't it? Remember what that is? I didn't maybe cut off
Not right off the bat, sorry. Probably one I should, you know, but I don't know. This is again is the bracken fern, it's all dead.
Maybe it doesn't get enough water. Great abundance.
Well, those down there get plenty of water, don't they?
Yeah, mine like water.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I like water.
At any rate, the one thing that having a fresh comfrey plant around really helps is, yeah, just chew it enough. Because it's kind of a ball. And you take your tongue, stick it up on your gums.
Yeah.
To heal abrased gums, you know. You got receding gums and stuff.
Right, thank you.
And you just have them keep that cold and stuff.
Did that work better than the oak bark? David, what can we get? Really?
As far as healing, the stringent effect of the oak bark, you know, stop the progression. And then this can heal it bad.
Where can you get
Actually, a blend would be better.
Yeah, in fact, what I like to do is I'll take a little bit
Where
of
are you
peppermint,
from?
maybe a little. Did everybody try the pure peppermint and the spearmint?
Yes.
See the difference?
Have you ever heard
But I'd
of
like to take a little bit of the
Well
mint
Sweet
and a
Herb
little bit of the comfrey and
Well
chew them both
Sweet
together, and
Herb
then I get that
Farm.
flavor.
It's close to the Pennsylvania border. It's in.
Anybody have some of that spearmint left? It's right down by the ditch.
You come to high, you can dig all you want.
Mine is prickly and it's just not as nice.
Yeah, I've got.
You have to be careful because when I use it for green drink, you have to really blend it well or it tastes like toothbrushes.
I let people dig mine whenever they come, and I tell you, the more they dig it, the more it spreads.
But
It just goes everywhere.
You have the more prickly
Yes,
variety?
I have a prickly variety.
That's the other kind besides Russian comfrey. What's the other European variety?
Okay, the one we're looking at is there, it's here, it's there, it's there. Look at it, what do you think it is? And observe it close.
No, it ain't sassafras.
Not that service area again?
Looked like the choke cherry from earlier.
Choke cherries
cherry
come in
leaf.
long.
It's not the choke berry from a little bit ago. Choke cherry, I don't know. That looks like to me.
No, it's not a gymnosperm.
It's not hawthorn?
No, not hawthorn.
Yeah, it's
Well,
hawthorn.
is it?
Hawthorn?
It's not like ours.
I think it might be,
Close, yeah.
Is this? Yeah.
Don't see any thorns on it. Yeah, there's thorns on it, not very many.
I made the best jam. Started out making jam and then I made syrup. It tastes fantastic. We come get them wild.
Woo, and who do you get to pick them off? That's a lot of picking.
It's a lot of picking. In fact, the reason these are lying horizontal is because it's a very pliable tree. So I pulled them down to get the berries off, and they stayed. So my fault. I take the blame.
I decided to hit you out.
You'll notice that the leaf doesn't look like a hawthorn leaf at all. It's atypical.
So isn't the hawthorn species one of the hardest to identify as far as specific?
Well, there's a lot of them,
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And they interbreed pretty easily.
I think. But this is our local native. They didn't interbreed with anything. This is the way it was to start with. Yep, flowering. Okay, let's move. And then, of course, willow here, all over the place. A lot of willow. You saw a lot of populus up there. You get the buds off of the populus, you know, and very euphoric. They give you an uplift. So, having somebody with some mental issues, you know, get them some populus buds and have them chew those. I remember I went on an herb walk once, and they told us this, you know, and we were eating them, you know, and I got back and someone said, "You've been eating populus buds." I go, "Can you tell by my euphoria?" And they said, "No, your teeth are stained." Anyway. Pardon? Pardon?
You're getting a little stuffy.
You know, I've never had allergies, but this year it's unbelievable.
I'm just getting really hard because I just started cutting the hay again. Yes.
Watch your step. A little unsure here. Ooh. I'm not sure, but I think it's one of the vetches.
Straight up right.
I've never had hay fever before, but this year is unbelievable. And this plant that I'm looking at was not here until this year. I don't know, it just all of a sudden came in.
This one?
Yeah.
Golden.
Nope. It's got spines
Look at
on
it.
it.
Careful. Probably got something like it grown in your garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a black raspberry.
Mercy.
I have never seen leaves that large.
I've never seen either. I've got that.
They look like black raspberries.
So it's not like getting tall, you know, like our raspberries usually do. Staying down there like that. Wow.
There's enough horsetail down there to start a business.
Wow. I have never sneezed on an herb walk before, and this is unbelievable. There's another wild one we have in the area called thimbleberry. But it grows a little higher up. Whoa. Watch out for the nettle.
Watch out for the nettle.
Yeah.
Nettles, you got it on the roll. Nettles right here.
There's your
Be
horsetail,
careful
the male.
here.
Where? Huh?
The male horsetail, you pop them apart and eat them.
Oh, there they are.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Equisetum hymali. Did y'all see it?
No. Where?
Oh,
Right here.
we passed a whole bunch.
There's a whole patch below you here.
Oh.
Oh, the horsetail.
Pop them apart and eat
Now,
them.
what we saw before was the Arvents. This is the hymali. No, yeah, hymali.
I always wanted to see this.
We used to pop it apart and put it back together.
Hey, you can pop them apart and eat the bottom half.
Yes.
Get your silica.
Makes great toothbrush.
Pull them apart piece by piece.
Try it.
And you
Try it
eat,
for a
eat, yeah, eat the bottom parts all the way down through there.
Yeah.
My wife eats gobs of them things. Grab a
Really
handful while you
cleans
go
your
out in the
teeth really
woods.
well. They also use it to
Just
clean
bite it off
copper
and then
pots
pop it apart and grab
pots
another one.
things.
That's great.
Yeah. The younger they are, you just want the young ones. Really taste really good.
I bet.
These are kind of old.
I always wanted to see this growing.
So there's both kinds.
Mhm.
Horsetail.
You don't ever get that started in your yard.
Oh, you don't? The wild one.
I wasn't there before.
A big old dandelion.
Watch your step.
Oh, got a loose one there.
Now that we want to see some, we won't see some.
Is it's both a laxative and anti-diarrheal. So when you have diarrhea, you can take yellow dock. You'll stop the diarrhea, but still give you the movements you need. It's kind of a neat one.
Do you see tannins in it?
Probably the tannins in conjunction with the
And that,
methylquinones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
and that one of the highest iron content ones too. The yellow, not.
It helps you utilize iron better,
Utilize
but
it.
it doesn't have a really high iron content. We probably got time. Let's just all get in our cars and go up there. Let's go up the cabin.
Cool. Is that where they went?
Is there a reason we're going down there?
You guys are smart. You come down in that van.
What are you? What's that?
United Plant Savers? They've actually got a
just-
sanctuary down
Yeah,
there.
just yesterday there I wrote that down.
Yeah, you should check it out. Because they have free plant giveaways.
No?
Yeah, you can buy ginseng and false unicorn and
Oh,
stuff and
cool.
get that planted and maintain it.
What of you?
So we've tried several times to put on your schedule just to run down to
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a trek from Russia, isn't it?
yeah, but we've gone and
Hey David, Would you care if me and Brenda just drove up here so she could see your cabin and we turn around and go back?
Sure.
Would that be
Problem
okay?
is sometimes they lock the gate.
Okay.
You need to use the restroom. They're inside. There's 3 of them.
How's,
He's not sweaty.
We're leaving.
Kills me because pine oil takes care of that. And
Sure.
Flat.
Careful on touching it.
So the one up in the canyon is Mahonia repens. This one is Mahonia aquifolium. We didn't even see it. Did you see one up there?
No, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, we didn't see one up in the canyon. I meant to show one to you and then we missed it.
I know, I noticed you drove past it.
But the difference between Mahonia and barberry, you know what? Well, this is closely related to barberry, and it is used for the same purpose. You pull the root out, and you scrape it off the dark part. It's this bright yellow. That's berberine. It's available in Oregon grape. It's in barberry. It's in golden seal. It's in coptis. It's in a number of the yellow root, I think they call it. Anyway, those have that berberine in, which is antimicrobial. But the difference between Mahonia and berberis is your leaves, see, have the spikes on them, but the stems do not. Barberry, the spike is on the stems, but not on the leaves. That's the difference between barberry and Mahonia.
Not to sound foolish, but is that
Get
a
a
form
feel
of
of
holly?
that leaf
No.
margin.
It's got a holly-like leaf, but it's not a holly, no.
Okay, I've never seen that.
Is this Oregon grape?
This is Oregon grape. Use it for the same things you use barberry for.
Okay, which one do you find up under the trees then? Isn't that Oregon grape?
The one under the pines and stuff, that's the Oregon grape. It's the Mahonia repens. This is Mahonia aquifolium. They use it for cultivating.
See, here's a whole bunch of, oh yeah, there's some berries.
Berries, yeah. They'll turn blue, and then they are edible. With an acquired taste.
Turn blue when they're ripe.
Yeah, vinca minor.
Do the berries have like a bitter, sour, sweet taste?
Sour.
Sour.
Once they're blue, they've got a really sour, with a little bit of bitter, but sour, yeah.
What about the berries on the berberis?
Same. Did you want to show them your you there? Do you want to show them to you?
You. Now, you is spelled differently than you. Y-U-W. It's Y-E-W.
That's lemon balm.
Smell this first.
Smells like fudge. Yes, like a yes, ma'am. It was first, right?
God, that smells good.
And you know what it's for? You know what to do with it? The tea is a relaxant. It's also antibacterial, like for the bladder. I use it for my ladies as a tea during pregnancy when they have bladder infections.
Use. Show it here.
I love it.
This is a ready U.
Oh, it smells good.
Y-E-W. And that's an upright
Like a lemon cake cookie.
Y-E-W.
What are the differences?
And the difference is that, well, foliage on this one, the upright, is a coarser than the spreader U.
And it has the red berries?
They both have red berries.
I don't know what we're looking at.
So, did you tell them about the one that they use medicinally?
Yeah, what do they do with it?
Pardon?
Honestly?
You told them about the one they use medicinally? Not yet? There's a variety of yew that they're using for, which is uterine cancer,
Yeah.
Taxol,
Taxol.
breast cancer.
Breast cancer. Taxol.
Taxol, yeah.
And it comes from yew. They used to think you had to cut the tree down and use the bark. Then they found you could use the leaves. They still haven't made it synthetically yet, so they're still getting it from the plant. But for a while there, on government lands, if you took any of the yew, then you get charged with poaching, because all of the trees belong to the pharmaceutical companies. As far as the government was concerned, they leased those all out to pharmaceuticals. And so if an herbalist went and picked a yew,
And they
Then
only
they got
interested
caught
in the
for
toxic
poaching.
principle.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's the whole thing. The medical profession seems to love plants that are poisonous. You know, that just seems to be their thing. Remember the yellow clover that we all passed around? I was telling my car, but anyway, the yellow clover, when you clear the road, that's one of the first things that comes back up. And so then it's really thick, like we saw coming down the canyon. Then the street department goes and cuts it, and then it rains, and then it ferments, and then it kills sheep. They die from internal bleeding. So who do you think was the first scientist that said, gee, that ought to make a good drug? And that's one of the most popular drugs out there, Coumadin.
Wow. Comes from the
No, it's not for the heart, it's not for anything. All it does is
Blood
stops
thinner.
you from clotting.
Anti-clotting.
Right.
And they give you
You
enough
see,
and you die
Dr.
unhappy.
Christopher, when he was alive, he said there's no such thing as incurable disease. But I know personally he had a problem dealing with hemophilia. He'd be turning in his grave now to find that there's a drug that causes hemophilia. It will not let you clot.
Right.
Okay. Let's go see that sage. Right there.
grows everywhere around here.
Does it?
Covers the mountains.
Yeah.
Any place there's a bare spot, it's full of shade.
Yeah, I work hard to keep mine growing in mine. Or bed.
To work hard for yours.
Yeah. I use it in soups. I love the smell of it.
Sweet. Is that up in
This is, right?
Huh?
This is?
That's the wild sage
Right.
in the Artemisia family. This is the garden sage in the mint family. Salvia.
Now it's interesting, that sage over there came down off the mountain. The wind blew a seed in here and it just started up.
Totally a volunteer. And check out the yarrow while you're over there. Should be in bloom. Is yours in bloom right there?
It's not quite.
Almost in bloom.
Oh, yes, yeah.
No. There's the yarrow. Yarrow's up there. The white, just getting ready to bloom right there. It's all yarrow.
What is that plant there?
Oh yeah, the
What is this?
Type of juniper.
No, the other one that's kind of dusty white.
Desert sage?
Anything we know.
Oh, desert sage? Yeah.
What is this?
That's
I want to be here too.
Bob, you got a barberry here, right?
that's a barberry, yeah.
So see the difference? They're not really that similar, Oregon grape and barberry. The barbs are on the stem, and the leaves are entire.
But this isn't the right barberry.
That's a lupine, right? Is that a lupine, Bob?
No.
That's a lupine.
No, I mean,
Very related. How do you get them confused?
I don't know why people get it confused. And you know,
I know it's Lucanus.
the botanical texts try to put them in the same, genera, but they're not. I think they're different enough. No. You got some rabbit brush over here?
Yes, that's rabbit brush, the silver.
It blew off the mountain too?
Off the mountain.
Came off
Rabbit
the mountain.
brush.
Volunteer.
oh, it's so beautiful. I stuff my
And this one, of course, is milkweed.
every year. It's so much better. This is so much
Y'all know milkweed?
Mm-hmm.
Which one's this?
That's lupin.
Lupin.
And notice it comes in white and blue
Barberries
and
on your list.
intermediate.
Is it an herb too?
No.
No,
It's
just flower.
That's the salsify again. It's out of
Salsify.
the mountain.
Okay, so what do you use? That right there.
That right
I don't know, please.
Okay, let's go this way. Come on. The rear. You tell them from the back part what's going on.
I'm not fast enough today.
Well, you tell the ones in the back what I'm telling them in the front. Yep. Yep.
Great.
You didn't come along?
Nah, his legs are hurting.
Okay, this is yucca.
Yucca.
Okay.
Cadillac Americana.
Everybody can get in.
No, let's see. Yucca, no. Vitalaca. That's,
No, that's poke.
poke, yeah.
Poke.
What was the Latin name on yucca?
Well, it's not on our list.
It's not on our list? Oh, okay. Should be.
How do you use yucca?
How do you eat yucca?
They sell it in health food
Yucca,
stores.
if you take the root and you put it in water and shake it, it suds up. So they use it in cosmetics a lot as a sudsing agent.
And good in arthritis, too.
It's good for arthritis. And lately we've found that it's just a possibility. We don't know it for sure. So don't quote me on it yet. But we're looking at it for autoimmune disease. Yucca.
That's just the root, then not the flowers or the leaves, just the root?
Root.
But what do they do? What do you do with it in the grocery store?
Yeah.
You don't want to deep fry it. Tastes better that way.
A lot of old people.
But you
use
make it
for
like
arthritis.
potatoes and mash it up, you know, and eat it that way. And if you've got autistic children or ADD children, yucca's probably the best thing to feed them.
Wow.
And let us know what your experience is with it, because so far we've had a good experience as far as getting rid of some of those symptoms on autoimmune diseases.
Just make it like a mashed potato type thing
Yeah,
to feed them?
Autism?
Autism. That's an autoimmune disease.
Yep.
What are we moving here?
Red raspberry. Rufus aziz.
Oh. Hey. How many leaves?
One.
Okay, what's the tree?
Black
Walnut.
No. The black walnut had smaller leaves than this.
You got big nuts already.
Look at the nuts. See how big they are?
Okay. Would that
Okay,
be
that's English
This is
one.
English
Good
walnut.
tasting one.
Yeah.
Black walnuts, you can't hardly crack it.
Yeah, but they do have a thing on that that turns that way first. See, but my black walnut tree has...
Huh.
And it can be male, female, or even a
Fresh
half
and
of a thing,
smell.
half and half.
Crush it, smell it. Crush the leaves, smell it.
Tansy.
Feverfew.
Not tansy? Is it feverfew? Smells like
Yeah,
tansy. Feverfew.
It's coming.
We're coming. Crush and smell.
Migraine headache.
Crush and smell. Crush the leaves and
Crush
smell.
and smell. Here, we could have said
Yeah.
English walnuts.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people think you can take this for migraines. Once you have a migraine, feverfew will not touch it. Feverfew is used prophylactically. You use it all month to ward off migraines.
I'm gonna step in
That's
front of
okay.
And you only need a couple leaves a day. Has it got all the way back?
It's working that way.
They got a lot of comfort.
That's a full grown one.
See if we can gather around here a little more. Come on over this way.
Oh, that's cardiac.
There's your burdock up right behind you.
Scoot all the way up here. We're going to get in real close.
Trying to get in closer here. It's hard doing it.
Scoot all the way in. Scoot all the way in. So everybody come in. Close, close, close. Keep going. Keep going.
David, can you say what that vine is over there with the 5 leaves, like a star? That vine, what is that called? You don't know? It's not poison oak?
Virginia creeper, wild
Not in
grape.
this area. Yeah, we don't have very many things like that. We don't have poison ivy or anything. The worst thing we have is the stinging nettle, and that's not so
Here, I'm
bad.
up. Someone else can stand right here.
Okay, what we have here is Lenoris cardiaca. Is it on your list?
No.
No, it isn't on your list. It should be. Motherwort.
Motherwort don't look like that.
So wort is just an old English term, mean herb or plant for mothers. So why would it have a use for mothers in the common name and for the heart in the Latin name?
Because it does both.
Because it does both. Yeah, absolutely. Lenoris cardiaca.
So in the winter, this is all just underground and it comes back up every year?
Perennial, I believe it's perennial. Square stem.
Yep.
So it's got opposite leaves. So it's member of the mint family. Yes.
Can we break a piece off and pass it back to these guys in the back?
Well, they'll be passing by it in a
Oh,
minute.
okay, good.
And you'll notice that the leaves aren't like other mint leaves. They're really deeply cleft. That kind of sets it apart. And there really isn't a lot of smell to this one either. But it is still a member of the mint family.
So how would you describe, it's a whorled flower that, is it raceme?
Whorled at the axils.
Yeah, the axils.
Whorled at the leaf axils.
It's pretty. I like that.
And then take this one, which is also square stemmed. That's what? We just had it just a minute ago.
Lemon balm.
And then try this one. Mints all look fairly close, don't they? And then this one's an entirely different one. So as you come by, smell it, crush the leaf, smell it, and see what it is. And then there's another one right next to it that has a very fragrant smell. Crush it and smell it. And then as you pass by right here, there's a burdock.
Oh yeah, burdock right
Now
there.
you see how big the leaves are with burdock?
Yeah.
I don't think Adam had a grape leaf. I think it was a burdock leaf.
Oh,
I do too.
Me too.
I believe that's the one.
Well, that's what I kept saying, burdock, but it's I think it's in the front. Yeah, that's what you said. That's what I kept saying. Burdock.
It's a common weed.
And it has the birds.
Yeah. Has a bird. It'll grow about 6-7 feet tall.
Okay, now there's
That's
22
Octium
of us.
Yeah.
So
And
if you're not careful, the 22nd person isn't going to see this. But right in the pathway, step over it, is plantain.
Plantain.
Plantago major.
Plantago major.
my yard is about 1/3 plantain.
Plantain.
It's everywhere.
What do they smell like?
Used for drawing.
Which one?
Well, like this one, feathery one. Look,
Someone guessed it wrong
This,
just a minute ago, and now it is that.
With this one?
it smells like
That's Tanacetum vulgaris.
Oh, that's the same. I keep wanting to make it tansy.
It smells like
Yeah.
that turkey spice.
This is the tansy. That one back there next
this
to
is
the,
tansy.
This is tansy.
Okay.
The one next to the lemon balm is spearmint.
Okay.
Here's another burdock on
Yep.
the left here.
You got to
Another
I
wild
don't know, it's them walking onions
Step
or what,
over
but
the
it looks like they've
plantain.
walked right down through there.
So it's follow the leader. We step over.
That's the burdock,
Step
right?
over the plantain.
And this is burdock right here too. By
Most people don't take a weed whacker and just get rid of all of it. And we pay for them.
And this was
Pansy.
tansy right here. Tansy.
I got a big mullein right there getting ready to bloom. Yeah, plantain. Our yards are just about a third plantain, a third daisy dandelion.
Yeah.
I don't smell anything.
There's your milkweed.
There's milkweed.
Got opposite leaves, whorled flowers. It's a mint. But which one is it? Horehound, absolutely.
And tell us why.
Yeah.
Why is it whorehound?
Well, because it looks like horehound.
I hate the
But
flavor of
it
it.
doesn't look like
It's got that kind of a white cast to it. See, it doesn't look like it's sharp and clean. It looks like it's got some kind of a cast on it.
That's desert sage.
That's another way I tell that one.
Octahizia
yes, that's what I was going to say.
And then we're going to walk over this comfrey here. And then lo and behold, There's some more plantain underneath the comfrey, so spread the
It's everywhere.
comfrey apart. Don't step
There's
on the
more of a
plantain.
full grain bullet burdock.
There it is.
I've seen those in cornfields where the guys spray them and they still keep coming back.
The yarrow's in flower here.
They like him.
He just lets them go. They're doing their own thing.
Plantain again.
I think this mountain soil is very rich in minerals. Yeah, that's the yarrow already bloomed there. I think that
Okay,
is
this
his
is rhubarb
walking,
here.
his walking onions. Or
This is
even
asparagus
cigar.
here. This is onion.
It's like a walking onion.
Allium cepa.
How do you tell an onion from a garlic?
The canes on the onion are hollow and the leaves on the garlic are not.
The leaves on the garlic are flat, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then on the onions, they're hollow.
Okay. So
As those lay down, plant themselves, go up, lay down, maybe
Okay,
they'll just walk right off your property.
yeah, if you want to make soup, just run out there and pick one of them little clusters.
Over here on the left, you're going to see red clover. Now, one way to tell it's in blossom, so it looks real pretty. But when the blossom's not there, you can tell red clover because on the leaf there's a chevron.
What's that?
Chevron.
My mom,
Usually.
my mom and dad has that exact.
Usually.
My mom and dad has that exact greenhouse.
They one of those big
Yeah.
leaves, right?
They bring it in on a truck and just drop it off anywhere you want. They're one piece.
Horseradish.
Oh.
Crush it and taste it. And
Once
a
you
little
get,
bit like
There's
horseradish.
turkey rhubarb.
No, this is
Oh,
just
yeah.
rhubarb. See?
It's turkey, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Ask him. This is not turkey rhubarb, correct?
No, it's just rhubarb.
Oh.
once you got this stuff, you can never get rid of it. The more you dig it up, the more you got. Horseradish spreads like crazy.
Yeah. Here's some more red clover.
That's red clover, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, you get extra points if you can tell me what this one is.
Wild carrot. Wild carrot.
Not wild, just regular carrot.
Carrot.
Carrot? Where's the shell
Yeah.
on the list?
So
Yeah, horseradish.
that means I passed Saturday.
Yeah,
or what?
bite it, see.
Right, you don't have to take
Chew
the
it.
exam.
Because I'm a flunk.
He said you exempt.
Carrot.
Exempt, no, I did extra points.
I need them. I need lots of them. I swear.
That's the
That's
problem.
carrot right beside you. The white. Potatoes.
Carrot.
Potatoes and hay, I bet them things are going to be gigantic. Elderberry.
Instead of the mulberry bush, we can all hold hands and go around the elderberry bush.
There you go.
Here you go around the elderberry bush. This is elderberry, Sambucus canadensis.
Canadensis. Okay.
This isn't Sambucus nigra, it's Sambucus canadensis. Well, it might be. What did you think it was? Cerulean? I think he's right. I think this is cerulean. The European elder, they use the bark and stuff, but don't use it in American. American, you know, the Canadian and this don't use the bark here. Just use the flowering tops. Got it right in the flower up here. There we go. There's the pure full flower there. Those will change to berries.
The leaves are opposite.
And this one is blue. The red ones are somewhat toxic. The blue ones are the ones you want for edible.
Birds love them.
There's none on it right now.
No.
And when you gather this one, remember, don't pick it berry by berry. That's going to take you way too long.
Good doggy.
Pick the whole stalk thing and let it dry that way. And then when it's dry, then take the berries off.
We take a fork, and you can fork them off, you know, for,
When they're dry.
well, dry or wet. You know, if you're going to make
Because the thing
jelly
is,
or something out
the
of them.
thing is, if you pick them little by little, then they don't have the airflow, and then they tend to mold. So if you let them dry on the stalk like that,
You can make your syrup right away, can't you?
pardon?
You can make your syrup right away.
Yeah, and if you're gonna be making something from the fresh, then
Yeah.
definitely.
We have a lot of people make jelly out of it, like a jam.
So that's elder. All right, let's see. We saw the carrot. You saw the onions and garlic out there. Remember, the garlic has the flat leaf. The onion has the round leaf.
How do you make the elderberry? Old-fashioned porterhouse tea. Just basically sugar and water.
And I'll be able to come back as long as you stay on the path.
What's inside those cages?
Wild barley.
Walking onion.
Get some onion and some garlic and some, but nothing right now.
It's like about the only thing he's really raising is potatoes. The rest of it's just on its own. There's sunflowers. It's like he's harvesting some of that. Whatever it was.
So, we already identified this one. Evening primrose.
Gonna go up and hit his roof.
Those are fun to watch bloom.
So, evening primrose, pass it back.
You can actually watch those blossom. Like
They're huge.
That should be the prettiest flower
borage. They're
Bright
good
blue
to
that
eat.
is.
They're good to eat.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
what?
borage.
Oh, borage, yeah.
Tastes like cucumbers.
It'll seed down and take off on its own. It has.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're going to be sowing our oats.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's
dot
a
coming up here
garlic that's going to seed.
with the flat leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Honeysuckle.
Garlic.
There's one over there that shows up better.
That Dr. Duke, he really likes this honeysuckle.
Yeah.
That's not the smelly kind. Now I got the yellow. It really smells. You can smell it 100 yards away on a good breeze.
Oh gosh.
I apparently know that tree. And then, of course, your mullein
Nice one.
and burdock again. Yeah, just kind of
weeds like the
volunteers and he
best.
lets it go. And then you got your nettle out here in the middle. And I'll tell you, his nettle hurts. I know. I touched the corner of my mouth as I was putting it in like I did up there. Oh, did it hurt. Then we just took some comfrey and took the formic acid away just like that.
There's your apple, isn't it?
Most likely. You know, it looks like an apple.
Got some apples on there.
Where?
Right in,
Oh,
right
yeah.
in there.
That makes it easier to identify.
That's on your list.
Okay, another one on the list. Malus communis.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, that would hurt.
Okay, it's time to go.
I'd say.
What was that again?
We got the deluxe tour.
These are more typical than the one we saw up in the canyon. But there's no thorns.
Yeah, there's no thorn.
So what do we call it? A ha?
Uh-huh.
And then they're all looking at a bigger ginkgo tree.
That's a nice
than the
one
other
there.
we saw.
Oh, yeah.
You can
So
definitely-
that one would be like, let's see, 1950s. About 40, 50 years old.
Can I take a picture while you're standing there?
And the one in the top of the canyon. Just with no thorns.
You can always tell the hawthorn has his trunk's so twisted up like that.
But it is a
Different.
hawthorn, it just doesn't have thorns. So usually they'll have thorns.
So this Crataegus ligata?
Pardon?
Crataegus ligata?
I don't know. Probably. There's so many critiques.
Chickweed.
How old do you think this one is?
He said it was probably planted there in about 1960 or so. He wasn't sure, but the ones we've got in our area, we've got one that size. I was about 60 years old, so I imagine that was close to it too. That's a nice one. I can't imagine what they'd look like after 1,000 years. It might be 300 feet tall.
Yeah. Well,
I'll tell you, this next door artist to the school, that guy is just phenomenal. Yeah, have you looked in the store next door, the artist school? He's one of a kind. The building's just full of those type of things for sale.
No. The bract? A bract? I think it's a bract. This is a Tilia europa.
Oh.
Linden.
Linden tree.
What do you use it for?
This one's specific for nervous cardiac problems. So cardiac problems that are triggered by nerves.
You use the blossoms?
Yeah, you have flowers right now. Yeah. This is the blossom
If
here.
I come down here at 11 o'clock tonight, can I get a few?
Yeah.
We use it a lot for coughs that keep people up at night.
Belongs to the city, but I don't think they're going to mind.
Hasn't it also
Never
been
know.
used as a puberty block?
That one herbalist got busted in Central Park. He was doing an herb walk and picked a flower and they busted him.
I heard about that.
Here?
No, Central Park. New York. New York.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you have a Central
by
Park
me.
here. I think you may have a Central
New York, New York. Okay, that's the herb walk, everybody. So
Hey, that was
Thank
great.
you very much.
you can walk back and get your lunches. That's just a block away.
Okay.
Great.
My bad.
Thank you very much.
You can drive.
I looked over there and I'm like, oh, he looks nice.